Alright, my pretties, so today I am going to be doing this episode, well, pretty much do a commentary video, basically in this style, involving a certain episode of Teen Titans Go. Now, this has been talked about for quite a while, and this was one of the most controversial episodes of, Teen Titans. So, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and say is that this episode is pretty much a really messed up episode. I mean, it's not too bad, but I do have to sit here and say is that it is really messed up. And yeah, I'm just gonna say right now, be warned for this because this involves some gross fetish pretty much in this episode. So, anyways, let's begin. So basically, this episode, Teen Titans Go, is called High Five, and this one takes place sometime on Jump City Mall. And this episode is pretty much the seventh episode of the ninth season of Teen Titans Go. This one aired on April 5th, 2025. So it was literally last year. And this episode pretty much involves the Titans enter a contest to win a hot tub while they're shopping at a mall, but then they face a challenge where a competitor joins, which happens to be Sticky Joe. So they talked about how they revive more energy after eating ice cream, that they accidentally let go of the hot tub later on during the high five, causing Sticky Joe to win it free and cause the Titans to cry, which filled the tub, and that's just, the plot of this episode. However, I am going to sit here and say that this episode is one of the most controversial episodes, and I am going to be talking about this. So, there is a part in this episode where the Titans have to use the bathroom. So, they didn't want to let go of the tub, so instead, they were wearing diapers. Like, no joke. They were wearing diapers. Like they're, adults. Well, this is kind of one reason why I don't like Teen Titans Go, is that they act like man children. Like, the original Teen Titans never acted like that. They acted mature. But the fact that they had the Titans in diapers, I literally was, like, face palming when I first saw that. Like, how the hell is this allowed on a kid's show? Like, how is this allowed on a kid's show? So it looks like whoever made this episode probably has a diaper fetish. Which, I mean, I'm not saying that's exactly the case, but at the same time, it wouldn't be surprised. Like, especially with the fact that, Robin suggests they all wear diapers, and they actually relieve themselves in their diaper. So it is just super nasty, disturbing, and gross. Then of course it's just really messed up and very disgusting. Like, I don't really understand why people think diaper fetish is like okay. But the original Teen Titans, they didn't do anything like that, and they were more mature. It's just, the Teen Titans Go, they turned the Titans into absolute man-children. Which, honestly, I don't understand why. And, to be honest, this episode should not even be for kids, or even existed, with the fact that, they, were wearing diapers. And I don't even know. I mean, this episode has gotten some controversy because it involves diaper fetish, because, there is actually, I don't know why they added like a gross kink in this episode. I literally will not understand it. But what's even gross is I've seen fan art out of Teen Titans characters wearing diapers, and like, why? Like, why do people think diaper fetish is okay to pretty much do? Like, why is it okay for people to have diaper fetishes? I know there's a lot of other people that involve diaper fetish, and literally, when I first saw this episode, I literally cringed. Like, I'm not going to get that minutes back in my life for viewing this episode, knowing that Teen Titans Go, they actually featured a diaper fetish in this. Like, how the hell is this made for even kids? I literally don't understand how this is made for kids. Like, I mean, you know, you're introducing kids to fetish stuff really early. Like, come on. Like, that's just gross. I don't know why, Cartoon Network would even make this. But, if I were the one making Teen Titans Go, I would not have any sort of fetish related kinks or anything like that hinted in the show. But it seems like Teen Cartoon Network has gotten worse with this. And yeah, I can understand why it got so controversial, if that makes sense. I can understand why it got a lot of controversy and why a lot of people really don't like this episode. So, yeah. But I'm just gonna sit here and say, is that they pretty much pulled an Andrew Ditch. And if you guys don't know who Andrew Ditch is, I'm going to give it a bit of a rundown. Andrew Ditch is basically a man in his 40s, faking his autism, and is obsessed with diapers and wears diapers. So basically, the Teen Titans in this episode pulled an Andrew Ditch by wearing diapers. Like, yeah, like, are they trying to be like Andrew Ditch? Was like someone friends with Andrew Ditch and they decided to make this episode involving something Andrew Ditch does? I have no idea, but then it wouldn't surprise me if that were the case. And I literally do need to sit here and say is that I really have to say, avoid this episode of all costs. If you are going to watch Teen Titans Go, avoid this episode. Unless you want to, get brain cancer. Well, I'm not saying you would get brain cancer. It's just a figure of speech. But yeah, that's the episode. So to conclude this video, I will do need to sit here and say is that this episode is garbage. It's mainly garbage because of the fact that it involves the Teen Titans characters wearing diapers. And and them wetting themselves in the diapers, which I don't even understand why people would think, that this is okay and that, it's okay that they can, wear diapers. And this episode, from what I've found on Reddit, has faced a lot of criticism for being weird and disturbing in a fetish fuel kind of way. So, like, I don't even know why they wanted to win that damn hot tub so bad, as it's not explained. But the water was this ugly shade of green. It's just, I don't even know. But anyway, I guess with that being said, and yeah, I will have to say, what is the part of the fetish? Because of the diapers, I think they had to drink the hot tub water too, which also caused inflation fetish. So I really hope Cartoon Network does ban this episode for, fetish fuels in it, like involving diaper fetish and stuff like that. I honestly do hope that Cartoon Network takes this episode off the air because it's just disgusting. And I'm just gonna sit here and say, avoid this episode of all costs. Don't even watch it. But yeah, I know I did because I needed to get some information before I go ahead and review this episode, to which I did. But yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say. If you guys want me to do more commentary videos like this on certain episodes of TV shows you want me to look into, let me know in the comments below. And as always, I will be seeing you all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, I will be seeing you all next time. Peace out, and roll the outro because I'm out. What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video. And I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as Miss Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, please, stay pretty.